Welcome everyone to yet another amazing episode of the Perfect Podcast. We are so here at our first live taping. We got our first live studio audience and our live stream audience. And you all, I told them I took a whole lot of time with this topic, and I really did. It was genius, if you will, actually. The research that I had to really grab this episode's topic.
You just heard the lady give you a topic.
They don't know that.
They know it now.
Okay, I just got the topic.
Let's do the thing like we discussed.
All right. Okay. All right, here we go. So today's topic, and I thought is really a good one, was how do we... What did she say again, Tiny?
The topic is establishing and setting boundaries.
It's good boundaries.
That's
okay?
The topic.
Okay, because, see, for a long time, folks don't realize, I've used to struggle with boundaries, Tiny.
I can't imagine that.
I did. Everybody I'd let them all in. I mean, anybody wanted to do anything that they wanted, I let them all in. Right? Because I just felt like love is giving. Am I... Okay, and I wanted to love all, because the Bible tells us that we're to love all, including our neighbors.
Yep, it do.
Yes, so our neighbors got it the most. I did.
That's it. That's all. That's the.
I had a couple neighbors.
That's all you got.
That's a
couple neighbors that you let in.
All the neighbors. Yeah.
I know HOA mad at you.
I was the president, actually.
You had to be doing all that.
That really was. Okay, I was the most popular in the neighborhood. Everybody loved me.
I bet.
I was.
I bet, Eugene.
Yeah.
Have you ever found yourself in a space where somebody like challenged your boundary and you had to stand up for yourself? Like, because I know you say you enjoy giving freely of yourself, but have you ever just been like, you know what, I don't want to do that, and you just had to put up a firm line in the sand?
There was this one time that I thought about doing that, but then the scripture came to me. It's like, Eugene, you have to be fruitful and multiply. And so I'm like,
I don't think that's what that scripture was about. I'm actually 100% sure that scripture was not about that.
Not about being fruitful?
No.
But that's it. Okay. All right.
No.
Maybe I could have got that wrong. But then, Tiny, let us know what's a good method for setting some strong boundaries?
Well, the girls online like to tussle, so I'm gonna just be careful with what I say.
Come on, don't get caught in the group text.
I'm a very vocal person, so no, there's not a single person in my life who is confused about what I need from them or what I will accept or what's good and not good, right? So once you have those conversations, whether it's a friend, a romantic partnership, a business situation, it's very important to just have conversations about expectations. So now you understand that even if I haven't verbalized a specific boundary, you know where your sweet spot is, right? So there are some people who know where the sweet spot is, and they just do the most. And so my first call to action, because there are steps, right? My first call to action is a conversation.
Conversation.
The conversation is, hey, you probably don't know this. I'm going to just tell you, this is how this made me feel. I don't really like this, okay? Can you not do that again? And I'm going to express exactly how it made me feel. That's call to action number one, right?
Right. But do you say it like that, Tiny, like with
Absolutely
that?
Absolutely not. Because, okay, so...
Because that was really calm.
That's hard. Well, I'm doing it now because the camera's on. My mama, she watching. Hey, mama, I love you, girl.
Hey, Tiny mama.
If I say it how I normally say it, my daddy watching too.
Oh.
Be cute. Your teeth is outside. You're smiling a lot for my mama now.
She looked like her mama.
Okay.
Mama cute.
But no, sometimes when you get passionate and there's a fine line between this person genuinely didn't know that they wronged you and now they playing in my face. And so when it feel like you playing in my face, I'm not going to be calm about the way that I approach you because you don't get to dictate how I respond to your disrespect. And just because we have different definitions of respect or disrespect does not mean that you can just run all through my life willy-nilly. Like, you still have to respect my boundaries. And if you can't, then you have to exit. And it's fine. Like, I think people get caught, like, they want to make things work. And that's great. That's really, really great. But if somebody is repeatedly violating your boundaries or repeatedly disrespecting you or repeatedly making you feel like you're not a priority or important, like you stupid for staying.
Wow.
Okay, not stupid. Yeah, you stupid for staying.
It's stupid for staying.
Yeah, stupid. I had to make sure I enunciated it.
So I've never had that topic. I felt like in the times where I felt like I've been violated, which is not many, right? Because usually I'm the topper. I've never really had...
That ain't what, I don't think, not them kind of. No, we talking about, never mind, just finish your story.
Being a bind?
And where the bartender girl at?
I actually got a couple.
I don't want nothing you got.
Okay.
Can you give a ring? Tell her to run me one.
Oh, no.
Tell her to run me
Making sure
one.
it's
The
there.
blueberry stuff, because I'm not going to do this.
But there was a time I had to really set some boundaries. I see what you're saying, right? Because you don't want people to abuse you.
Right.
And I tell people all the time, I am completely okay with being used. Like, I want you to use me. Just don't misuse me.
Right.
Don't abuse me,
I
right?
think that's a fair ask. AJ, that might, I'm not going to lie, not for nothing, that might be one of the most poignant things you've ever said. Okay? Hey, you smiling too big. You smiling too big because you got about 24 seconds before you mess it up.
I'm not going to mess it up. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just saying. You know,
I feel like that's a good point.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my last lady, she wanted to ride me like a rodeo. It was super fun. I was like, use me. Horseshoe casino, here I go. All of it. Yes. Whips, chains, all of it,
I
Tiny.
don't think we're supposed to be talking about this.
Oh, we can go all the way. I'm just saying it's the use of a thing.
I'm going to have to exercise my right to set a boundary here.
This is a boundary?
You cannot.
It's a boundary?
Because first of all, you done already tricked me into being here. So what you will do while I'm here is act like you got some sense.
Okay, we can do that, right? We can act like we got sense.
Okay. Let's keep it PG. I want to folks at home.
I was just giving some honest opinions, honest truth.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, so when it comes to use and abuse, I don't like doing that. Do you feel like boundaries are something that's always physical? Like, do you always have to like exit a space in order to give someone boundaries? Or is it possible to have somebody still be close to you, but then still set a boundary?
I think it is, if that person is willing to respect your boundary. There are some people who are going to do whatever they want to do. And that's what I'm talking about. That's when you need to exit, because you're keeping yourself in an environment where you're constantly the one that's being triggered. And this person is just going on with their life because that's what they do. And so if the person is willing to say, you know what, okay, I'm sorry, I can maybe change this or that, and, you know, we can keep it moving, then that's all cool and healthy, fine and dandy. But, you know, that's not always the case. That's the ideal situation, though.
Right.
Hopefully
Because could you change your triggers?
I can't change my triggers, but I can change how I respond to things that trigger me.
See, and that's the controversy that I feel like most people don't talk about. Are we prioritizing our emotions too high? Like, is it possible for us
I don't think so.
to actually change our emotions? Or are we subject to them?
I don't think it's about changing. I think just from like a mental health standpoint, when you feel pain, that's what it is. It's okay to acknowledge it and sit in that moment, but it's not okay to, thank you so much. Marie's Cocktails, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Great libations.
Right, thank you.
Great. And the pain goes away the more you drink. I'm telling you.
I don't think that's no.
not.
We're not encouraging that.
Okay. Scratch that, guys.
But yeah, no, I feel like you know, like it's okay to feel things, right? The problem comes in when people suppress their emotions. And that's why you see sometimes grown people lash out, or they haven't learned how to regulate themselves. So when the trigger comes up, they just go 0 to 1,000 in 3 seconds. Because
they haven't acknowledged their own triggers.
Right.
And they're just allowing the triggers to take them on a ride.
Exactly. When had you been practicing emotional regulation? And this does not mean, like, I think when people hear emotional regulation, they think it means don't get mad, don't get upset. That's not what it means. I'm very upset right now that Eugene snuck all these people in this building.
You can't tell.
But I'm still going to get my check, though. That's emotional regulation. You get through the situation. So, and then maybe taking the time to process the emotion, understand what it is that you feel, will put you in a more level-headed space to be able to effectively communicate what it is that you were going through. Because I've been a victim of that sometimes. I'm so mad that I'm just like, like it's just Taurus bull horns and I see red. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it, but it happens. So when
Tell us the last time it happened.
I will be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
It was about 4:15. I was on my way.
4:15 today?
Traffic, yeah. Traffic was.
But
yeah.